whipping up nicely. Hi everyone, this is Maria and I'm in the kitchen today and we're going to be making lemon meringue pie. So this recipe comes from an old cookbook that my mother had. And I remember when my mother would go to the grocery store, and when she would buy her groceries, she would buy inserts to put into this cookbook. So you bought the binder, and then like every week or something they had new inserts. I have the book still. It's fallen apart with age, but the recipes are still there. And the first time I made this pie, I was 18 years old. It was for my brother's birthday because he didn't want cake, he wanted pies. And so I went ahead and looked it up in the cookbook. This was after my mother had passed away. And so I made him a lemon meringue pie, and it turned out then when I was 18, so let's see if it turns out now that I'm 60. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use for this recipe. This recipe will make one pie, and so you will need the 1 9-inch baked cooled pie shell. You're also going to need some white granulated sugar, some cornstarch, lemon juice, lemon flavored extract, cream of tartar. You're going to need some lemon rind, 3 eggs, which you'll be using 3 of the egg yolks and 2 of the egg whites, 3 tablespoons of butter. You're also going to need some bowls, a mixer to make your meringue, and you're also going to need a pot, a medium-sized pot to cook the filling. So I do want to show you how I grate this lemon, just in case you've never done this before. I purchased this grater, this Betty Crocker grater at the Dollar Tree for $1. And so you're just going to need a small bowl. And I've already done some of this, and you can see it's got this really rough side. You're just going to take your lemons with the peel, and you're just going to go back and forth. And it took 2 small lemons to come up with about a tablespoon of lemon rind. So now I'm going to separate the eggs, and I'm just going to set them aside so I have them ready when I need them. And so in one of these small bowls, I'm going to add the 3 egg yolks. And then in the other small bowl, we'll put the 2 egg whites because we only need 2 egg whites. So I'm just going to crack it slightly. And so let's go ahead and put the egg whites in this one, and then we'll have the egg yolk left over and put it in the other. Okay, and then I just sort of put it on the other side. I mean, you may have an easier way of doing it. This is just the way I do it. There we go. There's one of the egg whites. And then I'm going to put the egg yolk on the other side. We're going to be using the egg yolks in our mixture for the pie. So I'm just going to stir this in just a little bit. And so then I have it ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the flame. And I'm not going to put it way high. It's just going to be sort of medium there. And then I'm going to add the 1½ cups sugar. And actually you can add that before you even turn on the burner. So we have 1½ cup sugar. And then we're going to add the 1/3 cup cornstarch. And we're going to stir in slowly the 1½ cups of water. So I'm going to stir this, start stirring, and I'm going to add in the other ½ cup and continue to stir. So we're going to cook this slowly, constantly stirring until the mixture thickens and boils. This kind of reminds me when I make the strawberry pies because I use the cornstarch for the pie filling there too. I've been stirring like for 5 minutes. And you can see it's still watery, and so, although it's thickening a little bit, I think I'm going to put the flame up just a little bit higher. You can see I have it like at a medium heat, and I'm just going to put it up just a little bit higher just so we can get it going. And once it starts boiling, and then it will thicken up pretty quickly. Okay, it's starting to boil and thicken up, so I am going to lower this now, you guys. I just wanted to get it going there. And boy, it's really thickening up fast. You can see that. Can you see that? And then we're going to go and we're going to mix half of this mixture with the egg yolks. So you can see how nice and thick this is now. So I'm going to remove this. Now I'm going to add my eggs, my egg yolks. So I'm going to add the egg yolks into this bowl right here. And then you're going to take half of your sugar mixture that you just cooked on the stove, and you're going to add it to the egg yolks. And so let's go ahead and mix that up together. So I'm going to put that really low, you guys. So now I'm going to add the egg mixture back into the pot. And we're going to stir that. Look how pretty that looks. It looks so yellow and pretty. And then we're going to add our 3 tablespoons of butter and our tablespoon of lemon rind. I want to melt this butter. It melts right in. And then we're going to add the 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And we're just going to stir. We're going to turn off the burner. And we're going to pour this mixture into the pie shell. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this right in. This pot is really heavy, you guys. So there's the pie filling in the pie crust. And so now let's go over to the mixer and let's make the meringue. So I'm going to try a different approach to making the meringue because the meringue, according to the recipe, wasn't working. It wasn't stiffening up into peaks the way it was supposed to. And I remember it working all those years ago, so I don't know what the difference is except for the mixer. And so, but anyways, let's go ahead and follow the recipe on the cream of tartar jar. So according to the back of the cream of tartar jar, we're going to add 3 egg whites. So we have our egg whites in the bowl, the 3 egg whites. We're going to add the 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. So I'm going to add that in. And we're also going to add the lemon extract, a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the sugar in 1 tablespoon at a time. Of the sugar. And you can see the meringue is whipping up nicely. I did turn the beaters up a little bit higher. So here it is. It turned out really nice. And I know what I did wrong now, you guys. I should have just put the egg whites in first with the cream of tartar and then put the blender on there in the mixer and then whip that up to soft peaks and then add the rest of the ingredients, the sugar, slowly. But anyways, you guys, I did like the way this turned out, and you can always use this recipe on the back of the cream of tartar jar, and it turned out really nice, as you can see. And so let's go ahead and put this on top of our pie. This looks so pretty, you guys. And let's just go ahead and spread this around. And then we're going to put this in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. You may need to get another spoon. And so because this meringue is pretty thick, I just want to put that little peak on top. Whew, you guys, that was close. I hadn't made this pie in so long, and I should have experimented first before I made this video. But that's the way it is, you guys. In the kitchen, it's kind of like a lab, a science lab, right? So let's go ahead and put this pie in the oven. So here's my lemon meringue pie. You can see the meringue is golden brown all the way around. I left it in for about 9 minutes, and so you can see the little tip of the meringue burnt just a little bit, but I'm sure it's going to be just fine. And my husband is going to be so happy when he comes home from work and sees this pie. So now I'm going to let this pie cool down so we can have it for dessert tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone, and happy baking, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So my husband Joey just called. He's running about an hour late from work. So let's go ahead and taste this because I can't wait anymore, you guys. I just can't wait. And so I just put it on a paper plate, and you can see it looks really nice. I think it looks really good. So let's go ahead and taste this. It tastes really good, you guys, really good. So it's a little messy, but it tastes really good, you guys. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.